Hello and welcome to my channel. Here we learn the lore and stories of the world of Tyria. Today we continue the Living World Season 1 with part 4 and the chapters of Queen's Jubilee, Clockwork Chaos and Twilight Assault. Sit back, relax and listen to Scarlet, the mystery comes to light. You can find the full lore on the Living World Season 1 on the official Guild Wars 2 wiki. Let's begin. In 1316 AE, Queen Jenna ascended to the throne as the Queen of Kryda. 10 years later, in 1326 AE, she celebrated her decade-long reign with a grand jubilee held on the anniversary of her coronation. The event was not just a celebration of her leadership, but also a statement to the rest of the world. Humanity has not fallen. To mark this milestone, Queen Jenna reclaimed the Great Collapse within Divinity's reach and constructed a grand pavilion shaped like a griffin, symbolizing Kryda's crest. The Jubilee was a chance to showcase Kryda's resilience and progress. The emissaries from all across Tyria were invited to witness humanity's survival and ingenuity. The Grand Pavilion housed the main attractions, including an impressive display of technology, the Watch Knights. These sentient mechanical sentinels resembled golems, were powerful not by magic, but by mesmer magic, and rotating cogs, hence their name. Unlike Asuran golems, which are controlled by magitech, the Watch Knights responded to verbal commands from their superiors, a significant technological advancement for humanity. The pavilion also featured a circular arena divided into 6 sections, each representing a significant hardship that Kryda had faced. Flame Legion, bandits, ogres, destroyers, pirates, and centaurs. Instead of having real creatures locked up for sport, the Watch Knights could change form into representations of these creatures through mesmeric illusions, further showcasing the Sentinel's versatility. As the emissaries arrived, Queen Jenna began the opening ceremony, introducing the arena and the Watch Knights as symbols of Kryda's enduring spirit. However, there was one notable absence. The Ministry Guard was not present, as Jenna had explicitly forbidden them from entering the pavilion due to their numerous scandals. Champions of Kryda, including Ritlock Brimstone, were invited to test the Watch Knights in combat. Rox, serving in place of the Blood Legion's tribune, brought Braham along, and the commander participated as well. Captain Logan Thackeray, leader of the Seraph Guard, was chosen by Queen Jenna as her personal champion. Logan faced off against the Watch Knight, which morphed into different forms using mesmer illusions, until it eventually took the form of Ritlock, Logan's old friend and enemy. In an attempt to stop the Watch Knight, Countess Anise of the Shining Blade tried to shut it down, but found that its commands had been overridden. At that moment, Aetherblade pirates launched an attack, throwing the ceremony into chaos. Amidst the fighting, Anise deducted that the person who had overridden the Watch Knight's commands must be nearby. She soon noticed a mysterious figure perched on a column. Despite Rox's attempts to take the figure down with her bow, the stranger continued to teleport and taunt the Char. After several tries, Rox finally managed to strike the mysterious figure, causing them to flee the scene. After the initial attack by the unknown figure and the Aetherblades, the Seraph Guard advised Queen Jenna to cancel the Jubilee for her safety. However, the Shining Blade insisted that the attacker was merely trying to disrupt the celebrations. In response, Queen Jenna chose to continue the event, fearing that shutting down the pavilion would send a message that humanity had fallen, undermining the very purpose of the Jubilee. As a precaution, Captain Logan Thackeray ordered an investigation and increased patrols within Divinity's reach. Despite the heightened security, the remainder of the Jubilee was uneventful until the closing ceremony. Queen Jenna took the stage, delivering a speech about humanity's resilience and strength. However, the speech was abruptly interrupted by the same mysterious fugitive, this time revealing herself as Scarlet Briar, a female Sylvari. She mocked the notion of human endurance and proclaimed that Kryda's society was fragile at its core. Scarlet proved her point by taking control of the Watch Knights, twisting them into monstrous versions of themselves, which began wreaking havoc around the pavilion. Scarlet then announced that 4 bombs had been planted to further liven up the situation, and attempted to kidnap the Queen. As Scarlet shot an explosive bullet towards the Queen, Lord Farron bravely tried to intervene. However, it was soon revealed that the Queen on stage was a mesmeric illusion created by Countess Anise of the Shining Blade to bait the attacker. The plan worked, but it cost Lord Farron dearly as he fell into the arena below. During the ensuing chaos, the commander was able to successfully disarm the bombs and neutralize the corrupted Watch Knights. But Scarlet remained unfazed. She revealed the location of a fifth bomb at the Seraph evacuation point, which caused significant casualties among both the Seraph and civilians when it detonated. Afterward, Scarlet locked herself in the arena with a group of hostages, continuing to taunt Queen Jenna. The commander was tasked with finding a way into the arena. Meanwhile, Vorp, an emissary from Radha-Sum, identified that Scarlet was using teleportation similar to the Asura's technology, which allowed her to enter the pavilion undetected. By reverse engineering her teleportation method, the commander and their allies could potentially reach the arena level. As the situation grew more dire, more information about Scarlet's history began to surface. It was revealed that Ciara, as she was originally named, had been Sylvari, awakened in the Dream of Dreams. Upon awakening, she was deeply fascinated with the complexity of life, which seemed like an intricate web of interconnected systems. Initially, Ciara followed the Pale Tree's guidance, but she soon grew disillusioned with the linear path laid out for her. After 8 years of study, she left the grove to explore the world and delve into knowledge that transcended her people's teachings. She spent time among the Norn in Holbrack, learning the craft of smithing under a mentor named Bagarth, though she soon outgrew the lessons. Next, she traveled to Charlands and studied projectiles and firearms under a gladium named Asagai. But once again, she abandoned the pursuit when she felt it no longer challenged her. Ultimately, she turned to Radha-Sum, where she had hoped to find greater intellectual challenges. Though initially struggling to gain acceptance due to her non-Asura heritage, Ciara's golemancy skills impressed the Asura, and she was allowed to take a dynamics course. Her intelligence and unconventional approach quickly gained her attention, and she completed the course with flying colors. However, it was not her knowledge that interested the Asura, but their curiosity about the Sylvari. She later advanced to the Synergetics program, where she studied the eternal alchemy and its potential to unlock the very fabric of reality itself. Her thesis on the eternal alchemy was met with skepticism by the Arcane Council, but Ciara, now calling herself Scarlet Briar, was undeterred. She left the colleges behind, joining the Inquest, which gave her the freedom to explore knowledge deemed too dangerous by others. Eventually, she was tracked down by Headmaster Omad, who had once taught her. Together, they prepared an experiment designed to transcend the physical body and explore the metaphysical vortex of reality. Inside a machine designed for this purpose, Scarlet experienced a vision. She saw the universe and Tyria laid out before her. But then, the Pale Tree's voice pleaded with her not to continue, warning that seeking to comprehend the forces that shaped them would unleash them. The vision shifted to the Pale Tree in the grove, where thorn vines were creeping around its bark. Scarlet realized that these vines were a representation of her, a reminder of her purpose. Ignoring the Pale Tree's warnings, she broke free of the vision, killing Omad in her escape. As the commander and their allies worked to reverse engineer the teleportation portals that Scarlet had used to enter the pavilion, they managed to open a portal to the arena level. There, they were able to rescue some hostages, but Scarlet, declaring the commander her number one enemy, had already prepared her escape. Using Eighth Blade ships, she made her getaway, leaving the commander and their allies to pick up the pieces. After uncovering a possible link between the Edelblades and Scarlet Briar, the Lion Guard officially declared her a high-priority target. But beyond justice, many in Lion's Arch wanted revenge for the assassination of Councillor Theo Ashford. Intelligence soon revealed Scarlet's presence in the Twilight Arbor, deep within Sylvari territory in the Tarnished Coast. Acting on orders from Captain Magnus, Deputy Terma led a raid on what was believed to be Scarlet's stronghold. However, Keith, one of the firstborn Sylvari, also appeared following her own mission. She revealed that before Ciara became Scarlet, they had met. Keith was unimpressed and suspicious of her even then. Now Scarlet had sent a personal challenge, claiming to know dangerous secrets about the Sylvari. The Lion Guard initially planned a full-scale assault, but the fortress defenses were too strong. Instead, Keith proposed a stealth approach. A small team of Lion Guard, led by the commander, would enter the arbor while she infiltrated separately from the shadows. The squad pushed through, weakening defenses of the Nightmare Court, but was quickly interrupted by a hologram of Scarlet, taunting both the commander and Keith. As the facility's security systems activated, Keith used her distraction to slip deeper inside undetected. Inside, the team faced fierce resistance, not just from Aetherblade pirates, but also strange steam-powered constructs. Scarlet's holograms continued to mock the intruders, but they eventually made it into the stronghold's inner areas. There, they discovered the arbor was being used as a secret base to train Aetherblades and build airships. Surprisingly, the pirates showed strong discipline and loyalty, unusual traits for such a crew. Deeper inside, another hologram greeted Keith directly, referencing secrets that not even Fowlan, her former lover and leader of the Nightmare Court, knew. It was also revealed that Aetherblades had repurposed hologram technology into dangerous explosives. The crew also uncovered a disturbing fact. The Aetherblades feared Scarlet. It became clear just how far her influence reached. As the group moved forward, Keith was captured, exactly where Scarlet predicted she would enter. How Scarlet knew her movements remains a mystery. In the heart of the stronghold, Scarlet continued to torment the imprisoned Firstborn from afar. When the commander reached for the main chamber, they found an oak heart, a nature spirit twisted by mechanical parts, much like the Watch Knight's sentinels. The squad disabled the machinery and the main Lion Guard force finally broke through. But Scarlet was never physically there. She'd be controlling everything remotely through her holograms. Still, the mission was a success. The stronghold was shut down, the Aetherblades were crippled, and their operation in Twilight Arbor were brought to an end. This has been the story and lore on the 4th part of the Living World Season 1 story. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now the story really picks up as more and more parts of the story gets revealed and we are getting closer to the climax of the 1st season of Living World. What does Scarlet want, and will we ever catch her? Tune in to the next parts of the Living World Season 1 story on this channel. With that said, thank you for watching this video. Please like and comment something you learned or something that you would like to hear. Also subscribe to not miss future lore content in this format. Now, take care, and I will see you in the next story. Goodbye.